You're obviously a very competitive person. You're competing with the likes of Jeff Bezos
Jeff who?
The two richest people on the planet are in a Twitter war of galactic proportions, with Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin challenging NASA's awarding of their lunar lander contract to Elon Musk's SpaceX, prompting Musk to engage in some quality trolling, tweeting that Bezos can't get it up to orbit. LOL.
So some people beef about blocks, hoods, and streets you may be from. Some people may beef about respect. Some people beef about family, wealth, as well as even women sometimes. But today we're going to explore the interesting beef between two billionaires. You heard me right, I said two billionaires. It's two billionaires beefing, and we're going to explain and go a little bit deeper into why this is happening. At the time of recording, this beef dates back to over 15 years, so this has been a long-winded beef, and I don't see it dying down anytime soon. Now, beef might be a stretch, it might be a little bit of play on words, it might not even be that deep, but at the end of the day, you have two grown men who have a similar agenda, and they do not really like or care for each other, and we're going to explain about it, and we're going to talk about it today. So before we get into this video, let me introduce myself. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Campbell, and we're back with another video. Now, if it's your first time clicking on my channel, I ask you to do me a favor. Please hit that subscribe button as well as clicking that notification bell. That way you're notified anytime that I drop some content. And do me a favor as well, leave a like down below. It helps the algorithm continue to be pushed out in front of more and more people. And if this isn't your first time clicking on my channel, I just want to say welcome back to the trenches. It's your boy Meats reporting live, man. I got some great content for y'all today. I know y'all ain't seen my face in a long time. We're going to get into that at the end of the video. But today, let's get into this beef between Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, where it started and how we see it transpiring in the future. Over the last 15 years, two of the world's most high-profile CEOs, Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, have been engaged in a simmering rivalry. These two execs have been beefing and sparring over respective space ambitions. You heard me right, space ambitions. This is what rich people beef about, you feel me? Where we from, we beef about blocks and where you from, and things you might be throwing up in certain gang signs and language and territory, and then we're beefing about who going to space. It's a crazy world we live in. That's why I gotta get rich, but I need some of them rich people problems. Musk runs SpaceX while Bezos runs Blue Origin. But it hasn't even stopped there. Musk has called Bezos a copycat over Amazon's satellite plans. And he also criticized the company's business practices as well. Musk and Bezos are currently two of the most successful and richest men on the planet. Bezos recently stepped down as the CEO from Amazon so he could focus all of his attention on Blue Origin and its path to getting to outer space. He's becoming more involved than ever in Blue Origin, and he even recently took a ride on one of his own rockets. As for Musk, he's a dual CEO. He's running the ship not only at Tesla, but also at SpaceX. Over the years, their not-so-friendly rivalry has also sprawled over onto Twitter as you see the two exchange tweets, mostly coming from the side of Musk. If you know anything about Elon Musk, this dude is a troll, and he loves to attack people on social media. He loves to kind of ruffle feathers, and he's been able to do that with Jeff Bezos and Blue Origin with tweets following up with name-calling, and this causes things to only escalate. As we speak more about what Bezos and Musk have going on, I think it's imperative that we take a trip back on our little time machine. We figure out where this beef started. It's dating back for 15 years. This all started back in the early 2000s when Jeff Bezos wasn't the titan that he is today. Bezos had launched Amazon 5 years prior, and the company had gone public in 1997, but Amazon wasn't yet the powerhouse it would become. It was years before the company would launch Prime, start its own streaming service, or create its own cloud infrastructure service, Amazon Web Services. But Bezos had always been interested in space. He told the Miami Herald in 1982, after he graduated high school as a valedictorian, that he wanted to create outer space colonies for millions of people. As a result, that long-held interest in leaving Earth, Bezos launched Blue Origin in 2000, a new startup focused on human spaceflight. At this point in time, Elon Musk was already a millionaire several times over, but he wasn't yet the CEO of Tesla. Around the time Bezos was launching Blue Origin, Musk had already sold Zip2, a startup he launched with his brother Campbell, to Compaq for roughly $300 million. Musk is in the process of building PayPal, while he would later be sold to eBay for $1.5 billion. Y'all heard me right, $1.5 billion. Musk made about $160 million off the PayPal sale and used that money to launch SpaceX in 2002. Quoted by Musk, "In the beginning, I actually wouldn't even let my friends invest because everyone would lose their money." Musk said this during an interview by South by Southwest in 2018. "I thought I'd rather lose my own money than cause others to lose theirs." And after doing some research, this Musk and Bezos rivalry seems to date back to 2004 when the two CEOs met up for dinner. By 2004, both Blue Origin and SpaceX were still in their infancies. Neither company had completely any launches yet. but that didn't stop a rivalry from heating up. When the two met to discuss the respective reusable rocket ambitions, it apparently did not go so well. I actually did my best to give good advice, which he largely ignored, Musk said after the meeting, according to Christian Davenport's book, The Space Barons. Earlier this year, Trung Fan, the writer of the business newsletter The Hustle, tweeted a photo of Musk and Bezos smiling sitting in a restaurant. Fan said the photo was from 2004, meaning it may have been taken at that fateful dinner. Musk responded to the photo tweeting, "Wow, hard to believe that was 17 years ago." From 2004 onward, Musk and Bezos seemed to keep to themselves, but the rivalry continued in 2013 when things became contentious over leasing a NASA launch pad. In 2013, SpaceX tried to get exclusive use of NASA launch pad. Blue Origin, along with SpaceX rival United Launch Alliance, filed a formal protest with the government to prevent SpaceX from using this pad. Bezos proposed converting it into a commercial spaceport available to all launch companies. Musk called that a phony blocking tactic and took another swipe at Blue Origin. Blue Origin has not yet succeeded in creating a reliable subportal spacecraft, despite spending over 10 years in development. Musk told Space News at the time, if they do somehow show up in the next 5 years with a vehicle qualified to NASA's human rating standards that can dock with space stations, which is what Pad 39A meant to do, then we will gladly accommodate the need. Frankly, I think we're more likely to discover unicorns dancing in the flame duct, he added. SpaceX eventually won that right to take over the pad. In 2014, the two companies got into a patent battle when Blue Origin was granted a patent for drone ships, which are used for landing rocket boosters. SpaceX petitioned to invalidate the patent. Blue Origin's ownership of the patent would mean SpaceX would need to pay the technology. SpaceX argued that the science was patent and the old hat, given that the concept of the drone ships had been around for decades. A judge sided with SpaceX, leading to Blue Origin withdrawing most of the claims in the patent. In recent years, Musk and Bezos have been more public in the feud, not only going to Twitter but taking to interviews as well to take shots at each other and the company. Both execs have seized the opportunity to take shots at one another, most often sniping at each other over a reusable rocket. After Blue Origin successfully landed its New Shepard rocket in 2015, Bezos tweeted a video calling it the rarest of beasts, a used rocket. Musk responded saying SpaceX had performed that feat 3 years ago. This feud just isn't over about rockets, space, and ambitions as well. Musk has also gone to criticize Bezos and taunting his tactics during interviews. Musk told his biographer Ashley Vance that Blue Origin has repeatedly tried to snag talent away from SpaceX. Blue Origin does these surgical strikes on specialized talent, offering double their salaries. Musk said in Vance's 2015 biography, "I think it's unnecessary and a bit rude." Musk also revealed that SpaceX set up an email filter for words Blue and Origin, according to Space News. When BBC asked Musk about Bezos in 2016, he responded, "Jeff who?" Musk has always been known for being outspoken on Twitter, regardless if that's talking about stocks, memes, America, the pandemic, and even taking jabs at Jeff Bezos. Musk has repeatedly and publicly called Bezos a copycat. Once after Amazon announced its plan to launch internet beaming satellites, and once again when Amazon acquired self-driving taxi companies. Musk poked at Bezos in 2019 after the unveiling of Blue Origin's concept for lunar landing vehicle called Blue Moon. Putting the word blue on a ball is questionable branding, he tweeted. Musk later mocked a screenshot of a New York Times article that changed the name from Blue Moon to Blue Balls. Over the years, Bezos has been less over the top and less dramatic about his thoughts and his views on SpaceX as well as Elon Musk, and he often deflects questions and tries to give credit where it's due. But as of September 28, 2021, according to the Forbes list, Elon Musk is now officially the richest man on the planet. And Elon Musk didn't hesitate to use Forbes in order to take another jab at Jeff Bezos. He emailed them saying, "I'm sending a giant statue of the digit 2 to Jeffrey B. along with a silver medal." On this day, Elon Musk had become the third person ever to amass a fortune of worth over $200 billion according to Forbes, surpassing Amazon founder and rival space billionaire Jeff Bezos in the process. When he was reached for a comment, Musk took a celebratory crack at Bezos. This no surprise coming from the eccentric Tesla chief executive officer who has taken jabs at him on Twitter in the past. In the past few years, these men have been on a collision course and it doesn't seem to be slowing down anytime soon. As we move forward to the future, I think they both have really great and realistic goals for themselves and for their companies in terms of Blue Origin and SpaceX and what they want to accomplish. I think ultimately they're going to make this world and this universe a better place, and I think deep down inside they have good intentions. We all have different things that continue to motivate us and that continue to inspire us and push us to move forward. I think with these two, they are fueled by that competition and that rivalry that keeps them going. It's hard to speak on behalf of both of these gentlemen, but what I can say is this: what I do know about Elon Musk is this guy has a fire under his ass. he is willing to outwork almost anybody. Those who have worked with him as former colleagues and as former employees have all said the same thing. This guy is like a mad genius. He is a guy who works extremely hard. He's a guy who believes he's been doubted and counted out countless times in his life, and he's a guy who continues to exceed expectations and push himself to great heights to be the best at whatever he does. Moving forward in the future, I don't think this has anything to do with who has more wealth, whose company ultimately achieves the goal first in getting to outer space, whether it be SpaceX or Blue Origin. I think it comes down to these are two very successful men. I think it is nothing real. I do believe it's just all playful jabs. There might be a little animosity simply on the side of Jeff Bezos, just because I think he's always getting trolled by Elon Musk. But on behalf of Elon Musk, I don't think it's anything serious, nor do I think this is something that Elon Musk actually hates Jeff Bezos. I think he's a troll on the internet. I think he's a normal person. He's just a billionaire, and I think he likes to troll. And I think, you know, Jeff Bezos understands what it is. Jeff Bezos doesn't allow it to get under his skin. If you enjoyed this content today, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button as well as turn on that notification bell. That way you're notified anytime that I drop some content. And while you're at it, leave a like down below as well. It helps the algorithm, helps my channel continue to grow, and it pushes my content out in front of more and more people. Leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this. We're going to continue to start to do new things on this channel. We're going to continue to explore new avenues and new ways to continue to expand our content as well. I apologize for my absence, you all. I've had so much going on in the real world, and that's no excuse. I took about a month off, but now I am back. We're going to finish out this year strong, and we're going to push forward to 2022, setting new goals and new heights for this channel. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all for the support and all the DMs and the tweets and all the things that y'all continue to do to get my attention. Let me know that y'all are waiting for me to drop this content, as well as for the new subscribers to the channel, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. And I'm going to catch y'all back at the next video.